continuing with standard deviation but for grouped frequency distribution, that is where class intervals are given. Under this category, the first example, the question says calculate mean and SD for the following distribution. Okay, you have to find the mean also, okay, and the standard deviation. The table is marks are given, number of students is given. Marks is, the range is 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 till 80 to 90. Okay, 80 to 90 is the last one. Number of students, that is 3, 6, 13, 1, 3, 15, 1, 5, 14. I hope you can see clearly. This is 5 and this is 4. Okay, so we will calculate the mean. I hope you remember the formula. We'll use step deviation method for both. Okay, so according to step deviation method, what is the formula for x bar? X bar is equal to a plus h into summation fu by summation f. I'm not using the suffix I. Okay, summation fiui by summation fi, I ranging from 1 to n. I'm not writing that. Just in short I'm writing. And the formula for SD, sigma is equal to h into root over of summation fu square by summation f minus u bar, that is summation fu by summation f whole square. These are the formulae that we need to use over here in this particular sum. This is equation number 2, suppose. Okay, so what are the columns needed? First of all, class interval is given. A is the assumed mean. Assumed mean has to be one of the values of x that is given. Now what is x over here? X will be the class mark, okay, which is the midpoint of the class intervals. I'm not copying the intervals again. I'm straight away writing class mark. If you don't remember what it is the midpoint of the class intervals, and this will be your values x. Okay, so what is the class mark for each of these intervals? Let us write. For the first one, suppose this is the column. Okay, 20 to 30. What is the midpoint of 20 to 30? Obviously 25. 30 to 40, 35. The next one, 45, 55, 65, 75 and 85. For 85 is for 80 to 90. Okay. If you want, you can write the class intervals on this side. I did not write because I won't get too much of space. Now let me calculate the u's. U's are what? U is xi minus a by the length of the class intervals. What is the length of the class intervals? 10 units. So I think I'll write a little higher. Ui is xi minus a by h. That means it is each of the x values minus, which one will I take? Towards the middle. Assumed mean is generally taken, so I'm taking 55 as the assumed mean. I'm writing it here. 55 by 10. This is what I have to do. You can do it directly, otherwise it's better you do x minus 55 first and then divide each of them by 10. Okay, but make sure you don't make any careless mistake. That is the main thing. Okay, so 25 minus 55 by 10. That gives you how much? 30. Yes, minus 30 by 10, so it's minus 3. Do I have to write that? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, first one I will write 25 minus 55 by 10. This gives me this. Next one will be obviously minus 2 because it is coming from 35 minus 55 divided by 10, which is minus 20 by 10, that is minus 2. And the rest, this is minus 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is going to be 2, and this is going to be 3. Okay. This is your u. What do I need now? I need over here fu, here as well as here. I need summation f and I need f of u square. So let me write u square first and then I will write f into u. What is u square? U square. This column is going to be, this is 9, this is going to become 4, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 4, this is 9. So u square is written. Let me write f also now, because I will need fu and fu square. F values are 3, 6, 13, 15, 14, 5 and 4. Just copying it down from the question. So next will be your fu and finally your fu square. I need the summation of f, I need summation of fu and I need summation of fu square. Okay, what is summation f? 13 plus 15 plus 14 plus 10 plus 8. So that makes 60. Addition everyone can do mentally or otherwise, whatever. Now f into u. That means this with this. Be very, very careful. So minus 3 with 3. That will give you, you can keep your fingers and do, or else make sure you don't make a mistake. Minus 3 with 3, that gives you minus 9. Then u with f, that is minus 12. F with u, that is minus 13. This is 0. 14 with 1, so it is 14. 5 with 2, that means it's 10. 4 with 3, that is it is 12. Fu square is now between this and this, these two. Yes, so 3 with 9, that is 27. 6 with 4, 24. 13 with 1 is your 13. 15 with 0 is your 0. 14 with 1 is your 14. 5 with 4 is your 20. 4 with 9 is 36. So this is what I have. Add them up. What do you get? Summation fu gives you how much? This is your fu. 12 and 12 is cancelling already. And that is 24. And this one is, okay. So it's 2. So it's going to be 2. Check and see. Summation fu square. Okay. 14, 10. That means it's 4 over here. And 6, 7, 13. This is what it is coming to, if I'm not wrong. Okay. So this is what I have as the summations. Now I will substitute. Okay. From equation 1, what do I get? And from equation 2, what do I get? And right below. Therefore, from, I hope you can see this. From equation 1, what do I get? X bar is equal to A is your 55 plus H is your 10. 10 into summation fu is this one. 2 by summation f is your 60. So it's 55 plus 1 by 3. Okay, 55 plus 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is 0.33. So your answer is 55.33. This is your mean. Okay, answer for mean. Similarly, standard deviation from equation 2. From equation 2. I hope you can see. Yes, sigma is equal to 10 into root over summation fu square 134 by summation f 60 minus summation fu by summation f. Summation fu is your 2 by summation f is your 60 and square of that. This is what I have. So what does it give me? I think I'll check. Do I have space here? Yes, I have. So I'll write over there. So it gives me, take at least 3 places of decimal. So this is 10 into root over 134 by 60. It will give you around 2 point something, 2.233. And this is 2 by 60, that is 1 by 30, excuse me, so that will give you something around 0.0011 after taking the square. Okay, so that will give you 12 into, you have to show every step of working, even though you are doing it with your calculator. Okay, every step of working you have to show. So continuing over here, that gives you 10 into root over of 2.233 minus 0.0011 gives you 2.2319. So that this is 10 into 1.4939, and so it is 14.939, which is approximately 14.94, we will write to place of decimal, or approximately 15. You can round it up. It's marks after all, standard deviation of the marks. Okay, so this is your answer for the standard deviation. Just make sure the table that you are making, the values over there are not wrong by any chance. You can cross check and see that you have written the right values, because that is the main part. If there you go wrong, this entire calculation will also go wrong, isn't it? We move on to another example of this type. That is example number 2. This is the next question, already written over here. The question gives you the class intervals and the corresponding frequencies directly. Okay, class intervals are, notice class intervals are not continuous. Class intervals are 33 to 35, 36 to 38, 39 to 41, 42 to 44, and 45 to 47. Okay, 33 to 35, 36 to 38, 39 to 41, 42 to 44, 45 to 47. Frequencies are 17, 10, 23, 21 and 27. As usual, we'll use the step deviation method. Let's write the formula first. Sigma is equal to h into root over of summation fu squared by summation f minus summation fu by summation f whole square. So I need x, where I'll mention this also, where can you see? Yes, where x is equal, where u is equal to, u is equal to x minus a by h. A is the assumed mean. So I need values of x first. Now generally we make it continuous and then we find out the class mark, that is the midpoint. When we are making it continuous, what will be the adjustment? Obviously it will be 0.5. This is going to be 32.5. This will be 35.5. This is 35.5 to 38.5. So whatever you take, 32.5 to 35.5, when you take the midpoint, you can check and see with your calculators which you were using, the midpoint is definitely 34. In fact, even without making that adjustment, it is obvious that the midpoint between 33 and 35 is obviously 34. So straight away, without showing the continuity of the class intervals, without writing the actual class limits, we call it actual class limits when we take the adjustment. Straight away I am writing class mark. Okay, so first column, straight away I am writing class mark. I hope you can see. Yes, I should put it on this side. Class mark. Class mark is the midpoint of the class intervals. Okay. This is going to be 34. This will be 37. This will be 40. This will be 43. And 45 to 47 will be 46. This is your class mark. Let us take the middle one. Let us suppose 40 as your assumed mean, so that u will be x minus 40 by, what is the length of the class intervals over here? 3 units, isn't it? 3 units, because you can see the difference over here is 3. That itself gives us our h. Okay. So I've written that over there, H, but it's not necessary that you have to write it. In case you have forgotten or something, I've written it. Okay, so you can mention that over here. H is equal to length of CI, and that is equal to 3. A is the assumed mean. You have already been showing it in this thing over here. So let us calculate now. 34 minus 40 divided by 3, isn't it? 34 minus 40 divided by 3, that gives you how much? Minus 2, because it's minus 6 by 3, isn't it? 37 minus 40 by 3, it's minus 3 by 3, so it's minus 1. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So this is your u. Next, what do we need? U squared you can do here itself. U square is your 41014. Okay, then you can write your F, which is already given in the question. Yes, F values are 17, 10, 23, 21, 27. We need summation F, summation FU, and summation FU squared. So next column is, suppose, your F into U, and the next column is FU squared. Drawing a line over here, this is your summation F, we will write here, summation FU we will write here, and summation FU squared we will write here. It's better you write these also below, these notations below, because what happens is when you're substituting, sometimes by careless mistake, in place of FU value, you put the value of FU squared. By mistake, it's just a careless mistake, because as it is during the examination, you're all tensed and there are chances of making careless mistakes. If you're calm and composed, then obviously you'll put the correct value in the correct place. But it's better to write down the symbolic notations over here, so that there is no chance when you're copying it down, there's no chance of copying the wrong element at the wrong place. Okay. So let us calculate F into U. F is this, U is this. 17 into minus 2, that gives you minus 34. 10 into minus 1, minus 10. 23 into 0, 0. 21 into 1, 21. 27, 27 into 2 is your 54. Now F and U squared, that means these two together. Okay. 17 into 4. This is F, this is U squared. So 17 into 4 is your 68. 10 into 1, okay, is your 10. 23 into 0 is your 0. 21 into 1 is your 21. 27 into 4 gives you 108. No, wait, I wrote wrong. 27 into 4. This is wrong, because I did 54 into this. So how much are the summations? Summation F. Summation F means 17 plus 10, 27 plus 23. 27, there's one more 27 over here. So that makes 54, 23 and 21 when we add. It gives you 107. Summation FU is this column. Anything cancelling? No. Okay. Minus 34 minus 10. That gives you minus 44. And this is 54 over here. So 54 minus 44 will give you 10. 50. No, where is it? Yeah. Minus 44 and plus 54. Yeah, that's right. So therefore that gives you how much? Plus 21 you have to do. So it gives you one thing, children, I noticed something. I made a mistake over here in copying the question. Either we will change the entire addition or we will change only here, which is better. Wait 1 minute, let me see. Here if I change, it won't, this is going to only the summations. I haven't done the summations as yet. It's into 1, so only this will change. This one is 19, okay, not 10. This is 19. Make the change please, so that here it is 19, not 10. So that this is going to become simply 19. This is going to become simply 19. That's it. Not much changes. Thankfully it is 1 over here as well as here, so it won't affect much. So that's the only change over here. Otherwise we would have to change the whole thing. It's better to change at that position only. Okay, so how much is summation f? 17 plus 19 plus 23 plus 21 plus 27. That gives you, that gives us 107. And minus 34 minus 19, that gives you minus 52. Minus 53. Minus 53, and there is a 54 over here. So 54 minus 53 is your 1. 21 plus 1 is your 22. Okay, summation of fu squared. 108 plus, how much is this? 68 plus 19 gives you 80. Okay, plus 108. So that gives you 216 if I am not wrong. Okay, so and 8, 216. So now let us substitute in the formula. How much is sigma therefore? Sigma is equal to h. H is your 3 into root over summation fu squared 216 by summation f. Summation f is 107 minus summation fu by summation f. That means it's 22 by 107 whole square. So that gives us 3 into root over 216 by 107. How much do you get? Something around 2.0187 minus 22 by 107, and that whole square gives you something about 0.04. I've done the calculation before. Okay, so that is why. So that it doesn't take much time to write, because this is just a recording. You can do it yourself with your calculators. Check and see whether you're getting this or not. So it's coming to 3 into, do I have space there? Yes, I have. I'll write it on that side. So this is equal to 3 into root over of 2.0187 minus 0.04. Square root of that gives you, the difference is 1.9767. Okay, 1.9767. Square root of 1.9767 gives you how much? Okay, square root of this gives you 1.40595, and 3 into 1.40595 therefore gives you 4.2178, and that is your required answer for the standard deviation. So this is how we calculate. Basically, you have to know the formula. If you know the formula, then the rest is not a problem at all. You just have to put the values. You have to begin with class 1. You get the values of u, and then you do u square. F to be multiplied with u, F to be multiplied with u square. Make sure that the values you have put are correct, which I did not put over here. And make sure that this product individually is correct. This product also individually is correct. You are taking the right pair, make sure of that, and then check the additions also that they are correct or not. And then if this part is correct, the rest you just have to substitute. Each part you will work out and show that the value is whatever value you are getting. Okay. Now we'll do after this comparison of two distributions. As I mentioned earlier, using coefficient of variation, how to compare two distributions. We compare two or more frequency distributions now. That is analysis. So this is the question, right? Analysis of monthly wages paid to workers in two firms, A and B. Okay, there are two establishments related to the same industry. It can be manufacture of anything, whatever. It can be suppose manufacture of paper, and there are two firms which, or maybe distribution of dealers and distribution of this one, what do you call it, paper, anything, it can be anything, whatever. There are two firms of the same industry, and in the two firms, these are the results that is given. Okay, number of laborers in the first firm, two establishments, establishment A and establishment B. The first firm has number of laborers 586, number of laborers 648. Firm B. Firm A, for firm A, mean of monthly wages. Okay, this is mean of the monthly wages. It is rupees 5,253, and this one mean of the monthly wages for firm B, it is still the same, 5,253. Variance of distribution of wages. Okay, that means what is given over here. This is X bar given. For firm A, mean is X bar. For firm B, it is X bar. I can take it as X and Y. Okay, firm A I can represent it by X, and firm B values I can represent by Y. Like that also can be done. Okay, variance of distribution of wages. Variance means what? Square of standard deviation. So basically sigma square is given here. It is 100 for firm A and it is 121 for firm B. We will list that first, what is given. But what are they asking? They are asking you to find which firm is paying out larger amount as monthly wages. Okay, per month. Okay, per month, which firm is paying out greater amount of money as wages. And the second part says, which firm shows greater variability in individual wages? This is the part which involves where we are going to compare the coefficient of variation. Okay, how for firm A it is varying and how for firm B it is varying. In other words, coefficient of variation has to be found for the two firms. But before that, let us do the first part. The first part is, which firm is paying larger amount as wages? So the solution for one, let us see. Now individual wages is 5253, but their number of laborers is this, their number of laborers is this. So obviously this is fixed. So more laborers means more money is going out in the form of wages. It's obvious, but we have to write it and show. So we will write total amount paid by firm A, paid by the first firm A as wages per month is how much? It's 5253 into the number of laborers 586, isn't it? 5253 is being paid individually and 586. This will come to how much? Calculation you can do easily. It is rupees 3078258. Okay, you can check and see. And what is the amount paid by the other firm? Total amount paid by firm B as wages is how much? It will be 5253 with the number of laborers, because each laborer is getting 5253. So 648 laborers will get how much? You can use your, I'll write it that side. It's rupees 3403 944. I've done the calculation already and kept it so that we don't waste much time in showing the multiplication. Okay, so 3403,944, which is greater? Obviously, this amount is more, isn't it? This amount is more and this amount. So therefore, what will be the conclusion? We will write firm B therefore gives out greater amount as monthly wages. Firm B therefore gives out greater amount as monthly wages, and this is your answer. Okay. Now let us move on to the second part. Which firm shows greater variability in individual wages? Let us list what is given first. Okay. Firm A and firm B, we'll use the symbols now. Number of laborers is 586, 648. We won't need it now. Mean of monthly wages, that means X bar for the firm A is how much? 5253. I'm not writing the unit. Similarly, mean of the monthly wages for B, representing it by XB bar, it is also 5253. Variance, that means sigma square. We write it as sigma suffix A square, showing that it is variance of the firm A. So sigma A square is how much according to the table? It is 100. And here sigma square for the firm B suffix is 125. This in turn means that sigma A will be square root of that 100, so it's 10, and this in turn means sigma B is square root of 121, that is 11. So let us calculate the CVs now. CV for the firm A. Okay, I'll shift that side. CV, coefficient of variation for the firm A. So do I have to write it in words? Okay, I'll write it. We will calculate coefficient of variations. CV. CV for the firm A, it is supposed to be, what is the formula? Formula is sigma by X bar into 100. So for the firm A, it will be sigma A by X bar A into 100. So this implies that CVA will be, what is sigma A? 10. X bar A, it is 5253 into 100. This is what we are getting. It will be something around 0.19%. You can check and see. Okay. This is for firm A. Similarly, CV for the firm B. I'll shift that side so that you can see. Okay. CV for the firm B. CV for B. It will be sigma B by X bar B into 100. So CV for the firm B will be, what is sigma B? 11. X bar B is the same, 5253 into 100. So CVB will be something around 1100 by 5253. So that will give you 0.20%. So which value is more? So you get, what will be your conclusion? Your conclusion will be therefore CV, coefficient of variation for firm B, I'll write in words, is more than coefficient of variation of the firm A. Variation is more, that means spread is more, dispersion is more, and that means in turn that it is less consistent. There is more variability. Okay, so this implies variability of firm B is greater than variability of firm A. This means that variability of firm B is greater than variability of firm A. This is the conclusion. So they are asking you which firm shows greater variability in wages. So therefore, firm B shows greater variations or greater variability in wages. Or you can say that firm B is less consistent in distributing the wages for its workers. Okay, I think I'll write that. There's no space below, I'll write on top. Therefore, where will I write? No space. I'll rub this line out and write. Therefore, firm B is less consistent. I explained this earlier in the first class itself. So, it's the same. In distributing the wages.